Right now we're in Studio B for Political Corner. I'm joined by political editor of the Herald Tribune, Zach Anderson. Lots going on in the state and right here in Sarasota. I want to first talk about next week, a big event for the Democrats as far as the governor goes.
You're going to have 4 candidates or likely candidates for governor here in Lakewood Ranch next week, actually. The Democrats are really excited about this governor's race. You know, there's a lot of energy on the Democratic side. They haven't held the governor's mansion here in Florida since 1998.
90s, yeah.
It'll be 20 years when the election is in 2018. So they're hoping that some of the backlash generated by President Donald Trump's election and some of the energy in the Democratic Party will help them at the state and local level. There's still a big question about that, though.
And then when we're talking about Tallahassee politics, of course, these budgets being finalized, we talked a little bit about that in recent weeks, but the State House and the Senate, I know State College of Florida is a little nervous about funding some of the hospitals. What do you know about that in your reporting?
So this week, the House and the Senate are passing their budgets, and they're still very far apart in their spending plans, so they're going to have to get together and reconcile the differences. But I was just speaking with State College of Florida President Carol Probstfeld today, actually, and she's very nervous about both chambers' budgets. Both of them would include cuts to the State College. They're very concerned that that's going to cause them to have to pull back some of the programs that they offer. They're the largest higher education institution in this area and one of the largest employers as well, so they're lobbying to try and get some of those cuts reduced.
And then the hospitals, I know that some federal funds may be coming down now.
Yeah, both chambers are actually also proposing cuts to the Medicaid reimbursement that hospitals get, which would affect Sarasota Memorial and other hospitals in this region. But there was a big announcement yesterday where Governor Rick Scott was able to negotiate with the Trump administration and get $1.5 billion for this uncompensated charity care that hospitals have to absorb. So it's not the same thing as the Medicaid payments, but this money could really alleviate some of the other cuts that they're proposing.
Zach, thanks as always for joining us.
Thanks for having me.